for a, what's he, 2004 16 18-year-old tractor. I don't think it's looking too shoddy. Anyway, tree team have just run me up. The chipper has thrown off its hydraulic oil filter. So they've got hydraulic oil all over the place, which is they're in a field, so it's not the end of the world. I don't think we can clean it up, but they need oil, and I think I've got some here. In there. Is it that one? No. Right, I'm going to have to go ferreting, if you'll excuse me. Right, so that says H46. I know I can use 46 or 32, so as 46 is what we've got, I don't think... What are you? No, that's creosote. I don't want that in there. That's truck wash. That's no, definitely don't want that. I got a funny feeling what I wanted was in there, but they've taken the lid off. Is it contaminated? Why have they taken the lid off? No, I got it out. That's 15W40 in there, so don't wanna. No, 15W30, sorry. So I think it's going to be the 46. That's all I got. That's what they'll have to have. I'll do this bit because they won't. Fortunately, the guys are only about 4.5 miles away from home, so it won't take me long to get over there and take this oil into them. They can fill the tank back up again, and hopefully the filter won't come off again. I've rung the dealer. They're going to stick a new filter in the post for me, because it's come off twice now. Chances are that won't be the last time. It needs to be taken off and put back on properly. Anyway, oil's in the back. I've got plenty of oil in there to see them through the day and top the tank back up. There's no harm leaving the tractor and the hedge trimmer at home to dry off for a couple of hours. Before I take the machine off, I'm going to go out and grease it up, because obviously I've power washed it. I've put hot water in all around joints and pivot points and stuff like that. I need to put grease in now to force that water back out, otherwise I'm just going to have, well, rusty bearings. I don't want rusty bearings. So I've put a new grease gun in the cartridge, in the gun, so should be good to go. So maybe not when I get back, but later on today we will grease the machine up. I'm not taking the flails out. I'm going to hedge my bets. I'll leave the flails in there, take the machine off, and then I am ready, should I need it, well I will need it, to put the trailer on and go over to the farm on Sunday. So Abby and Henry are coming over. The idea is that Henry's going to tow my skid steer on the back of the Land Rover and take it over for me, so that I can literally do everything in one trip. I'm just umming and ahhing at the minute, so do I bring back 20, because the trailer will carry 20, or 15? 15 is safe. 20, the tractor will do it. It's a 100 horsepower tractor. It will do it. The trailer is new, the brakes are good, the tyres are good. There's no reason why it shouldn't. I'm just, I don't know, a tad nervous about being fully loaded with just 100 horsepower. It's not just the power of the tractor to pull it up the hills, it's the weight of the tractor to brake going down the hills. And the only hill I got to go down, it's just Charford Hill, is the main one into the village. Yes, the trailer's got brakes as well, and they all work. So I would actually have 8 wheels braking, but it's still, I know, perhaps I'm just being a little bit, you know, just a little bit. I'm not, by the way, just so we're perfectly clear. 4 doors, not. Go ahead.
Sorry, on the floor, you're in that way.
Yeah, do any more on the floor though. Right, steady, because the funnel's quite narrow, so it won't, even though it's hydraulic, it won't run that fast. It's probably going to take all of it.
Can't see Jack.
I'll see you guys in a bit, alright? I'll go and get some more oil. A bit cross country for my little van really, but it'll be alright. See you there. Right, I took all that barrel and we're still not really up to the minimum on the tank, so I'm going to go and get another barrel and then I'm going to see if I can get a barrel back off the either the dealer or the manufacturer, because obviously the filter wasn't put on properly. Now whether that's manufacturer's fault or engine manufacturer's fault, I don't know. It's not my fault and it's under warranty. So I doubt hydraulic oil is that cheap. Right, I've just rung Lubriserve at Barclay. So I'm gonna add, should I go to Moore Valley and pick up a barrel of oil, or literally half a mile up the road is a company that's what they do, chemicals and lubricants. So I reckon I'll probably get it cheaper there than I will at Moore Valley. So that's where we're going. Cultural Chemicals or Lubriserve. We'll see what we can get it for. I was in there nearly an hour. I mean, I don't know the guys in Lubriserve very well, but yeah, we had an interesting debate on the state of the world and the economy and governments and Russia, China and America and Boris, and yeah, I think both of us feel like we put the world to rights. So, but I also got a really good price on the oil, so that the I bought two 20-litre barrels of hydraulic oil, H46, and they were 31 quid each for 20 litres, and bought a 25-litre, 20-litre barrel of engine oil, semi-synthetic engine oil. I I think that was 30 something as well. Hang on, I'm not looking at this when I'm driving. Oh, 42 quid for 30 litres or 20 litres of semi-synthetic engine oil. But I was saying to the guys in there, because of course they deal with chemicals and all stuff out, you know, how's world events affecting them, and they were saying like a lot of the stuff they do, it's made a huge difference. You know, some things have shot up, I think he said by nearly 40%, like overnight. Not just tonight or no, but over the last since Christmas, or the last 6 months, prices have suddenly shot up. Now, whether that's to do with COVID as well, or just world economics, the Suez Canal, and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, everything has just shot up in price. Because we were on about the gas. So I don't think the UK relies too heavily on Russia for our gas, unlike the Germans and some of the mainland Europe countries. They rely heavily on the Russians for their energy. I don't think we do, but we're an island. A lot of our stuff, gas, oils, whatever else, is bought into us and bought away, and it's got me thinking about the future. Not necessarily the very long-term future, but the sort of next 10 years on what's going to happen with energy prices and costs of heating and stuff like that. And I am going to seriously look into the potential of putting a secondary heating system in our place, which will be solid fuel. So basically a log-fired boiler. I mean, in some ways it's a pain because I'd have to feed it manually, I'd have to clean it out manually. It's a lot more work, but my fuel, at the moment at least, is free, and I have plenty of it. So I think I was looking online last night, between £3,000 and £4,000 seems to be the average for a 30-35 kilowatt boiler that would do my hot water and central heating. So yeah, we are going to look into that. I will still maintain a gas boiler as well, so it would mean we would have to change our tank to a twin core tank. Basically, it can heat from two different sources. So yeah, we'd have to upgrade our tank. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm going to think about. I mean, we could look at solar and do it that way, but solar's okay, but it doesn't work at night, and it doesn't work so well in the winter. So what do you reckon? What would your thoughts be on that? Or maybe for someone in my position with plenty of fuel, I reckon for at least the next 10 years I could quite happily manage looking after a solid fuel boiler. When I'm older, I think filling boilers up and emptying ashes out would be troublesome, but I think that's at least 10-12 years down the road. I hope so anyway. So if I can future-proof our central heating and hot water for the next 10 years for, I don't know, under £10,000, shall we say, with free fuel, so £1,000 a year, give or take, for our hot water, I think that will probably pay me back. I'm not sure if there might be some RHS on it as well, some renewable heat system or a renewable heat source grant from the government. So yeah, so if anybody out there has experimented with it or thinking about it or done some research into it and whatever else, I'd be interested to know your thoughts. But it is definitely on my mind. I spoke to my wife about it last night and I started to research, but I want a boiler that I can get is easy to service, easy to maintain, well made, and I can get parts for it. should I need them. Yeah. Your thoughts. Let me have them. Horses. Anytime today. Afternoon. You look far too happy up there, you know. Right, it's been a few hours. It's 2:20. I reckon that's dry enough. I can put a bit of grease in there now.